Yes, I was diagnosed 2014 in the beginning, and it took 2 years to be diagnosed, because I noticed that my small toe on the left side was tremoring, and it wouldn't stop. It was twitching all the time. And my mother has Parkinson's, so I thought, oh, that could be something similar to that. So I went to the doctor and said, listen, I think I have Parkinson's. And the doctor says, oh, no way, come on, just, walk up and down here, and I don't see anything. Come back in half a year. And, that's how it came. And then in the end, I went to a specialist, and he listened to me, which was great. And did some tests, the usual, smelling tests and the DUT scan and everything, and it was quite clear that it was Parkinson's disease. Yeah, so that's the beginning of my Parkinson's story, and from there it progressed quite slowly. It started with COVID. Actually. So COVID came, and I was in home office sitting at my kitchen table all day long on my chair. I hardly moved. I just got up to turn around. There was the sink, turn the other way. There was the refrigerator, and take 2 steps into my bathroom. That was it for the whole day. And after a couple of days, I noticed I was really getting stiff, and I was kind of closed up I was like creeping into the computer, basically. There was a lot of stress through work, through this concentrated work, because you're always available. People call you all the time, and you can't concentrate on what you're doing. So it was total stress. Actually, it was more stressful than working in the office. And I noticed that that my symptoms were getting worse. And so I thought, I have to move. I have to do something to, as an alternative to this work, concentrating, focused work. So I started searching for dance classes, because I like to dance, and I was looking for online dance classes. And I found a dance class, Amy Says Dance, which is in the US, every day in the morning, which is in Germany my afternoon. So when I finish work, I just put on Zoom and start dancing. And Amy, she just puts on music for half an hour, and everybody can move and dance and do whatever they like. Some do exercises, some whatever comes into your mind, what you need. And that was really, really helpful for me. Then I started a dance class myself in the mornings for getting up. So I got up, danced for half an hour, worked, finished my work, danced for another half an hour, and had my free time. And that really, really helped me deal with my symptoms. I felt a lot better. And at one point, I started having, what is it called, dyskinesia, where you overdose. It's the L-Dopa overdose, right? So, and I was wondering, I never had that before, and it was completely new to me. And I thought, gosh, what is happening? Because I haven't changed my medication. It was just the same as before. I haven't changed my way of living. And then I thought, wow, it must be moving. It must be the dancing, every day, 1 hour per day, apart from my regular classes that I took. So I went to my neurologist. I spoke with my Parkinson's nurse, and she said, well, if you move more, you need more dopamine. So that means you need more medication. And I said, well, that doesn't fit. It doesn't fit at all together. And then I went to the clinic, and with this, you know, and they said, "Oh, you have too much dopamine. We have to reduce it." Which we did. So together with my doctor, we found a dosage that was then okay with me, and it was a third less than I had taken before. And it's great. I mean, I'm happy that I don't have to take so much chemicals, and I have to keep. I know I have to keep up moving as much, which after lockdown is difficult, you know, to stay with it. And I have included more things in my personal therapy, I would call it, which is also I do qigong every evening before I go to bed, just to, you know, to calm down, and then I can sleep. When I don't do it at the evening, I notice it. I don't sleep as well, which is another one of these Parkinson's symptoms, right? Yeah, qigong. I hike a lot on the weekends. Sometimes I have problems with cramps in my feet, and I have to take a pause. That's where I say my body tells me you need rest. So I rest. And when my body tells me, you know, you have to move, then I can walk. I can hike for like 14 kilometers, 18 kilometers, which is great. Only recently I was in Italy and on vacation, and before I went on vacation, I noticed I was full of stress and cramps, and I could hardly walk. And I said, "Oh, I won't be able to hike in Italy." But as soon as I got on the plane and we arrived there, and after 2 days of just, you know, relaxing, I ran up a hill and back down again and said, "Wow, it works." Yeah. It's something, it calms me down. It's like a meditation for me. I like to stitch and to knit and to crochet, and it's this regular movement, you know, this fine small movements that I do, and I concentrate on my work, what I'm doing, and everything else is gone outside of me. So it's kind of a meditation for me. It helps me calm down and and just let my thoughts go away, just leave me. You know, I try out a lot of things. In our dance class in the morning, we have people who do yoga, and we practice some yoga together. And sometimes I do a challenge for 30 days. That helps. It makes me happy, especially yoga. Yoga has a very strong effect on my feelings. And qigong, I said. And I one thing, when you showed me that film early on with the fighting animals, I started learning the haka from the Maori. I don't know if you know this. It's like a tribal dance that comes from fighting. So it's you show your strength and your resilience, and you shout and you know, scream, and you have and I noticed that helps me really. It really helps me a lot to get rid of my stress. I really like doing that. So whenever I discover something new that I feel it helps, I pursue it and yeah, try to put it into my daily practice. So my days are very crowded.